So today I'm going to be showing you guys what to actually look out for if you have been losing traffic. I'm going to go over a few different things to essentially audit or mini audit your website and basically try to figure out why you have lost rankings. Now, I was actually doing this for a potential client. Basically, I got an email a couple of days ago saying like, "Hey, I've started to lose some traffic. What should I be doing?" So I thought I'd actually turn this into a video so all of you guys can actually see. By the way, if you guys do have any questions or if you want to hire me, check out garage-com, fill in the contact form, and I will be in touch. The link will be in the actual description. So a couple things that you will need for this is Ahrefs. If you don't already have it, go and get it. But not many people know that you can actually do this, but you can actually compare set dates and you can see like what's actually kind of gone up in rankings and what's also went down in rankings. So that's actually a really good aspect to it. But basically all I've done here is if I just X out of this, right, you can actually do like compare with, and you can also look at certain dates. So right now, these are the actual results that we had for 7th of December 2023, so like 1 year ago. Now, you can actually set this to whatever date that you actually want. So like, for example, let's say we started losing rankings in November, right? So there was an update in November. We can actually set this to like 29th of October 2024, right? And we can do compare with, and we can actually compare with today's date or something close to today's date, which is 10th of December. And as you can see, you can see like the independents kind of gone up in rankings. You can see Holland and Barrett's jumped up 3 spots. You can see that Blessed CBD has actually dropped down. Same goes with British CBD as well. And you can also click on like show more as well, and you can see like what's actually happening. But let's actually take a look at a date way further back. So for example, there was a big helpful content update that happened last year. And as you can see here, you can see which kind of websites were actually pushed up in rankings. So prior to the helpful content update, if we were to actually break down some of these websites, a lot more content heavy sites were actually favored. So like, for example, The Independent, healthline.com was favored, right? As you can see, super long article talking about the pros and cons of each CBD type. Same goes with Holland Barrett. This was more of a guide. This is really interesting to see, by the way, because you would think Holland and Barrett, especially for like the UK guys, it's a big e-com store. However, it's not their actual roundup or their product or their catalog page it's actually ranking for. It's more of like a guide that's actually ranking for it, right? By the way, this is everything on the left was 17th of August 2023 that was ranking. Anything on the right hand side that we're looking at is 10th, so this is current date. Then we've got Forbes, and then we've got standards.co.uk. Again, huge long articles that are ranking. And then we've got Vogue. I believe this category on Vogue has actually been impacted big time. Then if we keep going down, Glamour magazine, and then we've got like My Weekly. So again, all fairly similar style websites that are actually ranking. Super long content, maybe like 2,000-3,000 words plus. This one's actually a little bit shorter, but as you can see, that's the style. Now, if we take a look at current date, right, we've got drink-trip, we've got britishcannabis.org. Independents actually dropped from position 1 to position 3, which we will actually go into. But this is more of like a collections page. So any of you like e-com guys, this is like the style of page that Google's actually preferring. More so, it's not super long content. I mean, some of these pages, I'm sure they will have content somewhere, like here. Like they've got the FAQs and stuff. But it's not like a 4,000 word article. Holland and Barrett, that's dropped 1 position. Your guide to CBD, the best oils. And then hempen.co.uk. This is position 5. Again, this is more of an actual, or actually, this is more so a product page that's actually ranking. And then we've got these guys again, collections page, supremecbd.co.uk. This is the home page, but again, this is more so like a collection page. Not much content on the actual page at all. Healthline, this was ranking position number 2, and now it's position number 9. And again, this is more so the long form content, right? So what does this tell us as actual website owners? That Google isn't actually preferring the long form articles that it once was. It's more so preferring the collection pages. So if we actually had a page on CBD oil as a collection page and not like a long form article, Google would probably actually rank us a lot higher. So again, websites like, for example, Healthline that used to be ranking, and bear in mind, Healthline, it's not like an article to do with like the pros and cons of CBD. They are literally just trying to sell you the actual product, or well, through their affiliate links, right? Because if you actually hover over this is an A-win affiliate link. So if they were to actually restructure their pages, they would probably actually regain a lot of their rankings. So just bear that in mind, and that's not just the case for like this one keyword as well. If we were to take a look at a few other keywords that I was actually looking at, so if we take a look here. If we were to search like best hiking boots, right? And again, we'll do the exact same thing as what we've done before. So we will compare this with 2023 prior to the actual helpful content update. So if we do, let's say, we'll do like the 4th of September, the 2nd of September. And if we compare this with today's date, so 14th of December, and if we take a look here, so there's a lot of sites that have actually dropped. So for example, New York Times, the Wirecutter, again, big, huge roundup piece. This is actually dropped out, so they are position number 7 now. OutdoorGearLab.com, these guys are now position number 3. They've not dropped heavily, but what has took their spot is blacks.co.uk, which I believe these guys actually sell the product themselves. So if I actually click on one of the, again, this isn't like an amazing page by any means, by the way. Like there's literally no photos of, or actually no, there is, but I mean, it could be way better formatted. But we actually take a look here, right? They actually sell the product themselves. So they're not actually an affiliate. Now, I'm not saying it's an affiliate problem, because there's ways that you can restructure your website to make yourself look as if you are actually selling the product. But if we take a look here, right? So these guys, they went to position number. Oh no, sorry. These actually stayed position number 1. That being said, a lot of websites that do actually, that don't sell the product and they're just doing affiliate, they have been hit. So again, this is telling me that Google doesn't prefer the actual long form articles, which is exactly what these guys have done. Let's just take a look at one other keyword as well. So this is another keyword here as well, and this is for portable heaters in US. So relatively well searched keyword. And if we take a look here, there has been a lot of ups and downs, but Amazon has actually lost its position. It's went from position 1 to position 8. Let's just take a look and see. that's because their actual page is 404 in. So I suppose that's might be the reason as to why. Not sure why it 404s. Something went wrong on our end. Check out Amazon's homepage. Then we've got New York Times. That's went from position 3 to position 8. And I'm going to assume that, again, it's the long form article. Yeah, it is. So as you can see here, it looks like people seem to be preferring more collection style pages. Home Depot, I don't actually have access, but let's take a look at these guys. Lowe's, yeah, there we go. So as you can see, it's more of a collection page. So you've got like garage heaters, electric space heaters, propane heaters. So it seems like Google is actually preferring not as long-winded content, but actually categorizing your actual products. And that is why, as to why e-com stores are actually getting rewarded. It's not so much the actual SEO being done. There's not like really a right or wrong, but it's more so actually how the web page is actually structured and how Google is actually crawling and indexing the actual web page. So that's been my video on which sites seem to be winning and which sites seem to be losing. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And if you want to get in touch with me, potentially work with me, check out casualdash.com and fill in the contact form. And thanks for watching.